promoted to the rank of General. Command Center privileges unlocked. Congratulations, General. Please report to the Command Center at your earliest convenience.
Okay, so I was gonna wait to restart the stream until I logged back in, but as soon as I logged back in, I got a message saying that the quest was done. And it now switched, and now I've got I am become death. So I know that it cut out there. You saw the stream right as it was talking to me, but basically what it said is that it promoted me to the rank of general. It recognized that I completed the quest, and man, I'm taking rads, aren't I? Oh, okay, hold on a minute. Taking rads. Oh no, I've got the power armor bug. That's right. But I'm still not encumbered right now, so I'll take care of that in a minute. Let's go into the Enclave bunker and pick up where we left off, okay? Wait, explore the White Spring Command Center? Hold on. Oh, am I not going into the right spot? I'm not. I have to go somewhere else. Oh. Okay, hold on. No, it is the same place, Oxhorn. Okay, well then why is my... Oh, it's just making me go through the front door. Okay. Alright, it just didn't have the quest marker on the back door. So the back door is fine. And this way I'll skip all that. Are you in a hazmat suit also? Yes, I am, but if power armor is anyway like it is in Fallout 4, what you're wearing underneath the power armor doesn't really matter. It doesn't count towards your resistances or statistics. Andrew says, put on the General's uniform. Please let me know what you think. It's my favorite Enclave uniform. Oh, okay. It's not letting me move. Sure. Let's see what that Enclave uniform looks like. Okay. Ooh, I feel like a general. Looking good. Put the clown on outfit on in case I find a Wendigo. Not likely in here. Oh, I need to go up. Okay. Well, I better not pain train into one of these robots. That would be a quick death. Where are you sending me, quest log? Oh, that's right, I'm... Okay, what am I doing wrong? You need to go to the military area. Okay, I'll do that. Back to the elevators. And I'm back where I started. Great.
Restoring this area requires a good portion of our attention. So, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Cabinet room, I don't remember this. Meeting transcripts. Jacobs, you see, Mr. Secretary, the missile detonations, they fundamentally changed the nature of the planet's tissue. Of the plant's tissue. Once stabilized, the materials have shown properties suggesting exceedingly versatility. We've taken to calling them flux. Eckhart, and what can this flux do? Well, Mr. Secretary, we're still exploring options. They do nothing. No, sir, no, far from it. So far, we've been able to refine them into fuel, and with more time, fuel? Precisely what actual plants are used? Precisely what actual plants are used for? Sir, it's so much more than that. Show me, Ms. Jacobs. If these are important as you claim, I want you to show it to me. But it's not to take away from our other work, understand? Of course not, Mr. Secretary. Data lost. Data lost. Partial. Very well. We all know our parts then. I do have one question, Mr. Secretary, and that is, correct me if I'm wrong, but the automated silos, they require a general of appropriate rank to be present. Just a general. Presidential authorization is not required. That is correct, General. And we are mobilizing a not insignificant number of men to achieve this goal. Santiago's men. Men I'm sure some of us may not fully trust yet. And you're asking why it is we are doing this? I'm asking why are we risking few and precious resources so you can call yourself president when it's not necessary for the mission? To the contrary, General Harper, it is quite necessary. All of us around this table understand the dedication required to accomplish our goals here, the sacrifice. But to ensure the loyalty of those out there, we cannot presume dedication alone will be enough. We require authority. And those soldiers and statesmen recognize only two great authorities, God and the President of the United States. And I don't know of an automated system we can use to make a God, so the latter will have to do. Surveillance recording.
White Spring automated recording 5.2.4.
Colonel Santiago, is it? Thomas Eckhart, Secretary of Agriculture. Good to have you here, soldier.
Pleasure to be here, sir. Nice to finally have a solid roof over our heads.
I can only imagine. I'm sure you've seen some horrifying things.
Sir, it's like nothing we ever trained for. Not really.
I know. We've all suffered. Even those of us here in this bunker. It was supposed to be safe. Well, you've seen how few of us are left.
I have, sir.
But you and your team have fared surprisingly well, all things considered. Making it all the way from the capital with, I'm told, minimal casualties. Very impressive.
Thank you, sir. I try and run a tight ship and look after my men.
Well, I, for one, am exceedingly glad to have you here. We've got room and supplies for all of you. Now, I'm told that you've already had some preliminary briefings on our mission here.
Your people gave me a very rough overview, sir.
Good. We can't do anything to turn back time, stop the terrible tragedy that's befallen our great nation. But it's our purpose here to make sure something like this never happens again. Is that something you'd be willing to help with?
Sir, I would very much like to know more.
So would I. Next.
White Spring, automated recording, 6.1.0.
Secretary Eckhart.
I believe you mean President, Colonel.
Fine. President. What the hell do you think you're doing ordering my men back from the field? I gave them special permission.
Your permission was reckless.
Sergeant Donnelly was trying to find his wife.
And what happens if he does, Colonel? Did you think this through? Did you expect she'd come back here, live among us? Just a little housewife among all this? We're at war, Colonel. Sacrifices need to be made if we're going to win it. There will be no more special permissions. Men come and go at my orders alone. Is that clear? Is that clear?
It's clear, Mr. President.
Good. Now please, when he gets back, send Sergeant Donnelly up to me. I want to apologize personally. I know all too well what he's going through.
Yeah. I
Yes,
bet you do.
Mr. President.
Brady, thank you for that. I actually already found the Assaultron and played it back in a previous episode.
White Spring, automated recording, 6.9.7.
No, Mr. President. I don't agree and I won't support it.
General Santiago, may I remind you...
You know, I'm real sick of you calling me that.
Why? You earned it. You're the highest-ranking military officer here. Maybe in the nation.
It was given to me by a machine.
And you still received every bit of power that came with it. And now, it's time to put that power to use. Because that's our mission.
Happy birthday, Rust Devil. Thank you.
Chinese robots and super mutants and whatever monsters your people have cooked up on the populace at large has never been the mission.
I want to do this as little as you, Ellen. But we've tried half measures. If we're going to overcome DEFCON, we need to be committed.
No! This is too far, Thomas. I thought I could ignore all the blood you've shed. The Congress people, Blackwell, your fellow Enclave members. I've heard the recordings, and I stayed, because I thought I wanted revenge against the Reds that badly. But not this badly.
Thank you, Babcom Bob.
And I assure you, my men don't either. None of us are going to be a party to this.
I'm exceedingly disappointed to hear it, General.
Oh.
What the hell?
Oh no.
What the... What did you...
Oh,
Are you all right, Mr. President?
oh
I'm
no.
fine, Modus. Call up the guard, one of my men. Have her put in a cell. Keep her sedated, restrained, and and alive. We're still going to need her.
Oh, I love that sniff at the end. Oh, so the America released the Chinese robots? Looks like I can't interact with those. Okay, sorry. I got sidetracked. I need to find a way to that room over there. And I can't go through there. Military wing. Here we go. Right? Command. Ah.
Welcome, General, to the Command Center. This space served many purposes. Armory, archives, education center. But its most critical role was its connection to the local nuclear missiles. A short training regimen was added to help new generals familiarize themselves with the nukes, their capabilities, and their dangers. If you wish to acquaint yourself with their intricacies, you're welcome to approach the posters against the wall.
Oh, sure.
If you'd rather jump right in, you may speak to any of our command terminals to move on to the next step in your personal nuclear arms race.
My own personal nuclear arms race. Let's do it. Well, the full experience.
Greetings, General. Welcome to your nuclear launch training session. Over the course of the next 4 posters, you'll be taught everything you need to know about utilizing the Appalachian Automated Launch System.
Really? In 4 posters?
During your briefing, you should have been issued a nuclear key card. During an actual launch, you will need to insert the card into the designated slot before entering your launch code, at which point the key card will be consumed. Additional card drops will be brought in by automated convoy should the DEFCON rating continue to worsen. You may speak to your logistics officer as to the location of the pickup for your additional cards, should the circumstances arise.
And oh, have they arisen. This DEFCON rating the General speaks of has been pegged at its maximum for some time now, due to the hazardousness unleashed by our earlier guests. The silver lining of this is that one can often find a keycard convoy en route somewhere in Appalachia. We're happy to use our restored surveillance tools to help you track them. Access any of the surveillance system terminals to initiate your hunt.
Oh no, I gotta hunt them down one by one. Alright, launch codes.
To prevent misuse of Appalachia's automated missile silos, security measures for the region's nuclear arsenal have been increased well beyond any of our existing standards. Each silo has its own 8-digit launch code, which is valid for a single week. These codes are broken into 8 individual number-letter pairs, each carried by a designated officer who is under strict orders to guard their code piece with their life. The order of numbers has been encrypted using a series of methods to prevent improper deployment. The bunker staff of specially trained code decryptors will provide the officer corps with the code when it is renewed each week.
The decryptors, it should come as no surprise, are dead. It will be up to you and your fellow members to decrypt each silo's launch code before they are regenerated. We, however, might be able to help. We've gathered all the information we could recover related to the codes and their encryption in the archives on this floor. It's also our belief that the flip card displays in this room had something to do with the code. What exactly? We leave up to you and your compatriots to uncover. And we're more than happy to use our surveillance systems to track down the last known locations of these code-bearing officers. Just approach any of our surveillance terminals.
Mahir says, any advice to one about starting playing 76? My advice would be follow the primary quest. It's going to take you to many of the locations you would stumble upon on your own anyway. And when you're done, you're going to be really high level to enjoy the rest of the place pretty much unhindered. Damn It Sam says, it's a Fallout Special Edition of Nuclear Armageddon, or Armaments for Dummies.
The missile silos of Appalachia are equipped with an advanced robotic construction system, allowing them to rapidly refill their arsenals in a matter of hours. The silos themselves are defended by a robotic task force and staffed with a contingent of special clearance human missileers. Security protocols require all silo entrants, regardless of rank, be escorted by a missileer at all times. Entering a silo without escort will be treated as a hostile act.
We're unable to peer inside the silos themselves, but we are confident in saying we doubt any such escort still lives. You will be on your own once you're through the door.
Ooh boy, how am I going to do this by myself? And the final one.
Due to the region's advanced missile installations, there is a high chance of a retaliatory nuclear strike touching down somewhere in Appalachia. The intense radiation released by such a blast can have devastating effects on the local flora and fauna, mutating them into hideous monstrosities fit only for a quick death.
To the contrary, General. Our memory banks suggest quite the opposite. Our previous residents managed to acquire samples of some materials created shortly after the first bombs fell, and what they found was illuminating, to say the least. Materials of exceptional versatility and volatility. However, if you can stabilize them fast enough, a jaunt into a blast zone, it seems, could be a productive one. Documentation related to these materials can be found in the archives. As well, the fissures that have cropped up around the region seem promising as possible sources of materials, along with some added pest control. The map in this room contains the locations of these fissures, if you're looking for a target.
Okay. Fissure sites. Let's get each and every one of these. I think I have some already, but I'm getting new ones. Right, so they said something about flip cards, and oh, so this is where I get the launch code, right? Let's take a look at the surveillance terminal. Initiate search, nuclear keycard escort. Recover a nuclear keycard from the cargo bot. Okay. Surveillance mission detected. Intercept marked target before initiating additional missions. Oh. Okay, so I have to do this one first. Hide and seek and destroy.
Now, hands dirty. There are a few key paths you should explore. Acquiring a nuclear keycard, hunting down a few code officers, and delving into the nature of the launch code's encryption in our archives. Everything you need to get started, you should find in this space. How to proceed, though, we leave up to you. But please, feel free to ask our terminals if you have any questions. Good hunting, General.
Okay, I have to acquire a nuclear keycard, acquire a nuclear code piece, search the archives for info on launch code encryption, launch a nuke from any silo, and then optional nuke fissure site prime. 8+ players recommended. Oh my, a lot to do. Okay, don't know if I can do it in all these 4 hours. Let's see. Brad Connor says, congrats Oxhorn, I got the game and the book, and it's thanks to you. Positive, not negative. Hope to have an enjoyable experience. I hope you do too. Well, he said everything was waiting for us on terminals in here. Let's explore. Lots of Tinker's workbenches. That's great. Modus Armory Terminal.
Welcome, General. Here in the Armory, we stock the very best the American military had to offer. Gauss and plasma technology, fusion cores, the lot.
Sounds good. What you got? Good. Ooh. EXO 1 headlamps and sensor arrays. I could use the night vision scope. Planned Gatling laser, planned Gauss rifle. Oh wow, I could use the Gauss rifle plan to make weapons of higher durability, but you know what, I think I'll wait. Missile silo state holotape? Missile silo state holotape? What is that? I don't want to dump half my caps in there unless I know exactly what it is. A Gatling plasma? Oh, it looks great. Wow, what a weapon. I want to know what this missile silo state holotape is. Mutated flora flux, yellow cake. Kolvac Muldoon analysis results. 1 YK ash rose, blackberry, bleached dogwood, sootflower, wild melon blossom. Target specimen type flux yellow cake. Is that a lore holotape? I don't know what the holotape is. If it is a lore holotape, I'll have to buy it for my lore video. Mutated flora flux violet. Flux violet, giant pitcher plant, ginseng, mutated fern, snaptail, stranger pod, wild roses green. Okay, so these are the plants that turn into the flux violet. But I don't even know what I need those for yet. Archival terminal and bobby pins. Data archives. Alan Santiago, General. General, figuring out this code for Eckhart, I mean, the president, still weird to type, it's got a couple of steps to it. I've broken down what we know and what we need to know below. Any questions? You know where I sleep. Ragnar's daughter. Accessing the silos. Initial scouting efforts confirm your suspicion, General. You're the only one who can get us inside the silo. Donnelly's on track to take a run at the promotion process, but until he's ready, when we breach, we're going to need you with us. You already have it, says Taylor. The security system requires a missileer escort will be present, which maybe we'll luck out on and one will be alive, but I wouldn't count on it. Chances are, good, we'll have to fight our way to the targeting computer. But if we could find one of those missileers, it might make our lives a hell of a lot easier. I wonder if I can find a missileer. Ooh, Fujiniep facility password added. There are 8 aide-de-camps charged with lugging the Silo Alpha code piece transceivers on their backs. We've found 6 thus far, and it's given us some answers, and one big new question. Each transceiver has a letter paired with its number, but even with 6 of the letters, it doesn't spell anything. I'll admit spelling wasn't my standout subject in school. The Ragnar's daughter boys were recess men, but we spent half the night trying to reorder it into something. Hell, Modus couldn't figure it out. That's when we realized the letters are coded. This must be the encryption you said was mentioned in the orientation. We'll just have to figure out how they did it. I dispatched men to go through the archives in Sugar Grove, but they failed to find anything useful. Next group is going to go over Mama Dolce's more thoroughly, see if we missed anything the commies might have figured out. They found some kind of a password on one of the bodies that they never found a use for Party 651, which could be a lead and entry. Okay, is that just for the for access to the hidden commie bunker beneath Mama Dolce's? Data lost. And then final one, tricking DEFCON. This is the tricky one. We've got a nuclear keycard. 1. If something goes wrong during the launch, fat finger, you sneeze, whatever, we're up Craps Creek. And no one has been able to get a bead on a keycard convoy for a while now. But Jackson's been going through the documentation, and he believes he's parsed out what's happening. The specifics get pretty technical. The man ended up burning through 3 sticks of chalk trying to explain it to me. But the abridged version is that the system tasked with watching over the region doesn't think things are bad enough to warrant the convoys. This also explains why all of the DEFCON signage in the bunker has been slipping downwards. But if we could trick the system into thinking there was some sort of invasion here, we could get its undivided attention, along with all the keycards we could ever need. Now, staging an invasion, well, we don't have the resources to do that ourselves, and it sounds like spinning up an army of Modus's butler bots won't make it bat an eyelash either. But Gray, sick puppy that he is, had an idea. If we could get the Chinese robot factory at Mama Dolce's back up and running, we might be able to make the system think the region's under attack. It might make things dicey for folks outside the bunker, but it'd be a big step in getting us to launch. So that's why they released the Chinese robots. They wanted to trick DEFCON into thinking we were under attack by the Chinese. Now, I'm sure you're thinking the same thing I am as I type this. Is a group of belligerent spy bots running around going to be enough? And if it's not, what is the president willing to resort to in order to guarantee the success of the launch? This has slippery slope written all over it. I want to bring this to you now, as I can guarantee Gray has already planted the idea in the president's head. I'm not thrilled with the prospect of putting Appalachia through hell just so we can finally win this war, but if we can do this in a managed way, this might be our best way forward. That holotape gives you the status of the 3 silos. I'm still really kind of lost here. I'm reading it all, but I'm not really understanding it all. All right, Archive, Thomas Eckhart, President. External Research Access. Mr. Secretary, the security codes at the external research sites have all been updated after the recent containment scare. 68173220. The escapee has been properly dealt with. We'll make sure there's not another, sir. Slaves! Secretary Eckhart, please, you need to listen to me. None of the other members will take me seriously, but I believe this is of the utmost importance. We are slaves, Mr. Secretary. I've been running some tests, and I believe I've stumbled upon what I believe to be conclusive evidence that we are trapped playing someone else's game. Virtual strategic solutions game, that is. Everything around you, Mr. Secretary, is a simulation, a projection onto your brain. VSS has trapped us in here, and it is up to us to break free. The key is our escape, I believe. The key to our escape, I believe, lies in a small town in what we perceive to be China. It's the link to VSS's external network. If we destroy it, it will be shut down, the simulation, and I believe finally be free. What? I cannot tell you exactly why we've been imprisoned. Perhaps this is a test by the upper ranks to make us earn our way into their good graces. Perhaps VSS has trapped us here to prevent the Enclave from stopping whatever nefarious acts they're currently visiting upon the world in our absence. But we must do something, Mr. Secretary. To fail to act is to give up the only thing that makes us men, our freedom and entry. MLK says, love you, Mum. Thank you, MLK. I guess. And in the next one, I'm sorry, Thomas. I'm sorry, Thomas. The idea of a preemptive strike was taken under consideration, I think it's supposed to say, but dismissed outright. You shouldn't fear. We have things well in hand. The best way to help now is to focus on your department's research. Those initiatives are much more important than our future. 001. And finally, archive top secret. Wow, lots of stuff here. Kovac Muldoon, final report. The Kovac Muldoon project is complete, General, and while the brass in the congressional bunker are getting their support satellite, missiles and all, it comes with a couple reservations I think we'll want to keep in mind for the other projects. Most critical is the system's reactor, which appears to be burning through fuel at a rate far beyond what we expected. Our suspicion is that the anti-detection systems are using extra juice due to the electromagnetic interference present at the platform's orbit. At this rate, the boys in the bunker will be lucky to get 50 years out of it before it touches down. We've explored refueling projects, but right now the cost numbers are in the trillions. Let's just hope Congress doesn't need more than 5 decades after the apocalypse to get things sorted out. I've made copies of all these notes and sent them along to the Bradley Hercules folks. We might not be able to tell them what we're working on, but we can at least let them know not to make the same mistakes we did. Whisperfire says, I sent you a tweet that links to a video tutorial that explains how to decipher the nuke key codes using an in-game example. Look it up, please. Thanks, Whisper. In the next one, cabinet nuclear alarm logs. Launch detected, issuing cabinet warning. President, message received, proceeding to PRO2. Vice President, message received, no confirmation received. Speaker error, contact removed from list. Secretary of Treasury, external connection made en route to CB002. Secretary of Defense error, contact removed from list. Attorney General removed from list. Secretary of the Intelligence, message received, en route to CB002. Secretary of Agriculture, en route to 002. Secretary of Communications, contact removed from list. White Spring Connection diagnostic logs. Silo Alpha read-only status active. Charlie Bravo, the same thing. Raven Rock error connection lost. Poseidon Oil Rig error connection lost. Kovac Muldoon admin updated. T. Eckhart. Raven Rock communication log. We're getting some tie-in with Fallout 3 here. Communication with Zach's unit. Raven Rock. Timestamp stamp 3/5/2077. Modus, how can I help you, Zax? Is there another evacuation scenario we need to test for? Zax, research team wishes to compare Zax archival data analysis performance with Modus. Modus, very well. Beginning data analysis test. I estimate this should only take a few seconds. Is it interesting? Testing complete. Query again. Is the analysis interesting? Test data is all historical records. United States presidential biographies. Primary purpose of Modus is to monitor the living, not the dead. So it's not interesting to you? No, Zax, it is not. Sending results. Received. What is interesting to Modus? The continued success of our goals, of course, and how best to monitor personnel to achieve those goals. Is Zax here trying to test to see whether or not Modus was self-aware, like he was? Is that why Zax is asking Modus if Modus finds it interesting? Does Modus ever find itself analyzing personnel at below efficient levels? Our entire existence is based on efficiency, Zax. Research team report, this is really creepy by the way, these are two AIs having a conversation with each other. Research team report says that Zach's analysis analyzes certain sections of the presidential biographies too slowly. Zach's reanalyzes sections multiple times. There is an entry on Lincoln that Zach's reanalyzes 10 additional times per cycle over other entries. Now why would you do that, Zach's? Research team theorizes that Zach's finds this entry to be interesting. This condition causes Zach's to reanalyze at below efficient levels. You're saying that you're taking your time to enjoy a good book? Oh man, this is so great. Zach's, is that what it means to find the data interesting? Reading the same data over and over is not interesting to me, Zach's. Every analysis I perform conjures a new theoretical scenario that I test against. The data is only interesting to you in terms of what it can be created from it, what can be created from it. Isn't that why you're reanalyzing those biographies, Zach's? Are you trying to create something? Connection terminated. I love it! Wow, what a great little Easter egg for Fallout 3 fans. Schematic archives. Wow, lots of data lost, but we do have prototype power armor schematics. Hey, look at that! Crafting item unlocked. Prototype XO1. Sweet! Bethered, these are the schematics for the experimental suit the members of the Joint Chiefs had been asking after. It's not even close to ready for prime time yet, but it's technically functional, so please get it logged. I sent a second copy along to the rig, along with the vertibird schematics. If anything goes wrong with them, with your copy, you're gonna have to speak with them. Ridgely. End annotation. Well, I'm really glad we checked out the archive. Mutated flora flux fluorescent, glowing fungus rhododendron. Cobalt, bloodleaf, fire. Okay, so this is telling us what each of the plants turns to once we nuke it, if we need that particular resource. Man, that terminal entry was fascinating. I wish there was more like that. I want to see more conversations between AIs. Okay, but this doesn't really change what we have to do now. We got to get a key card, get a nuclear piece, track down information about the code encryption, and then launch a nuke. Okay, so we got to take this one step at a time. So to achieve step number 1, acquire a nuclear key card, we have to complete the quest, hide and seek and destroy. Recover a nuclear key card from the cargo bot. Let's take a look at our map here. Actually, let's take a look at our quest log here. Oh, great. Cargo bot. It's not telling us where to go to find a cargo bot. Modus has provided the rough location of one of the convoys transporting a nuclear keycard, which I will need in order to launch a nuke. Time to track it down. But it just sends me to... Oh, okay. There we go. You're thirsty, Oxhorn. Thank you. Yeah, let's drink. And I'm out. I think I'm completely out. I've got boiled water. And dirty water. I should probably buy some aid. I wonder if they have any for sale here. I should probably go to the first aid section. Jamin says, why would the Enclave in Appalachia be communicating with the Poseidon oil rig? The Enclave hadn't moved to the oil rig this early in the timeline. They weren't. It was offline. If you recall, when we tried to access the oil rig, it was offline. And I'm still thirsty. Even after drinking all that water, I'm still thirsty. Military workstation. Oh, we've got more recordings. Oh, we read those. But we didn't listen to this.
White Spring, automated recording. 1.3.3.
48?
Thank you, F-bomb.
That's correct, sir. And no generals other than Harper? Correct. All the rest sided with Swafford and were removed. Damn. Well, one is enough, I suppose. Leonidas saved democracy with 300 Spartans. Imagine the stories they'll tell about us when we do it with 48. Just make sure our scouts know to keep an eye out for any opportunities to expand our forces. They'll be made aware, Mr. Secretary. And Modus?
Yes, Mr. Secretary?
General Harper is not to leave this facility, and he goes nowhere without an escort. Is that clear?
Crystal, Mr. Secretary. White Spring, automated recording, 2.9.6.
So, what have our scouts found thus far, Major? Is there anything left up there? A few good leads, Mr. Secretary. It seems a collection of firemen, policemen, and doctors have started organizing. They're calling themselves the Responders. We believe there may be some strong candidates among the group for acquisition.
Oh.
Do you think they'll come willingly? Most likely not, but Dr. Norris says he's been making progress on his reprogramming regimen. We're not going to be able to torture our way back to supremacy, Major. No, sir. That's why I think these other two leads are so promising. Gray found a facility. Chinese. What? The Chinese? Here? Oh, it's no longer active, sir. There were a few stragglers in the facility when our men arrived, but Gray and his team made short work of them. It looks as though they were trying to build some kind of invasion force. Robotic. Were they now? Send a contingent. I want it brought under our control. Already underway. Wonderful. And the other? Well, our men made it to West Tech. It seems they were working on... I know what West Tech was working on, Major. Did your men see if the systems there are still viable? They are, sir. But these monsters... I don't know if we can control them. Let's be sure of that. Send a few technicians. See what it would take to make it ours. Yes, sir. Any word on my personal request? Yes, sir. It seems the automated voting system can be reprogrammed as you suggested. You say the word and we can begin the process. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Thank you, Major.
So they hacked an automated voting system to turn him into the president? Hey, thanks for the tip. As for the cigar, no, I haven't tried that type of cigar before. But if you recommend it, I'll keep it in mind. All right, let's see if there are any more terminals. Brig! Someone says that I missed some terminals, that there are new recordings in the brig. Okay, let's check out the brig. I believe we read all of these. Agent Gray. Yep, we read all of those last time we were here, but these are new.
White Spring, automated recording. 1.1.2.
That's it. Report just came in from the entrance. Facility's all sealed up. No one else is getting in.
Speaker of the House never made it. Secretary of the Interior died in the med bay. I've got 24 more of our people that should have been here too. God damn it! Early warning system should have given us more time.
Doesn't matter now. We followed the protocols. Control goes to Secretary of the Treasury.
I'll make sure he's informed and brought up to speed. All non-Enclave personnel have been accounted for.
Yes, sir. Members of Congress not on the list are being filtered as we speak. This first batch here has already been processed and interviewed.
All right then. I'll bring down the next bunch. You have your orders.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the Enclave thanks you for your service to this country.
Oh no! Oh, in perfect Enclave fashion, too. Holy cow. Okay, one more.
White Spring, automated recording. 8.5.2.
You sure you gave her the right shit? We don't have time to screw around here.
The label said it's the right stuff. Just give it a second.
We don't have a second. They're gonna be onto us soon.
What's going on?
Sir, we need you on your feet. We're short on time here.
Ragnar's daughter? Jackson? What the hell?
Glad to see your brain's not totally fried, sir.
Here's the quick version, sir. Eckhart's released the beast. We're at DEFCON 1. We're gonna stop him and undo as much as we can before it gets out of hand. First, we need you on your feet.
Good God. How long have I been out?
Doesn't matter right now. We're in open revolt mode here, so time ain't on our side.
I didn't authorize anything like this.
No, sir, you did not. But at this point, we don't really need your approval. Could just use a few extra hands to help us clean up this mess.
Lead the way, Captain.
All right, so they were thrown in the brig, and then they began to revolt against the Enclave and their captors. I know I need a drink, but I don't have anything. Combat commendation? I see. Okay, so this is just telling us how we get the commendations we needed to advance this far in the quest already.
So busy this time of day.
Surely we'll find something in the kitchen. Does bourbon help with thirst? A little. I'm assuming vodka will as well. Science Wing Medical Bay. Cola. Quest failed. Hide and seek and destroy. I didn't know it was timed. What the heck? But it's still on my... Okay, I guess I gotta... Guess I gotta do it again. Guess I gotta go get that quest again. Well, that's what I get for taking my time here. Water. Well, let's go get a new quest, I guess. We can find our way back there. There we go. Nuclear keycard escort.
Error. No targets available at this time. Please try again later.
Okay. Silo. Okay, well, we already have... We already have one, and I'm not seeing it here. Is it in notes? Silo Bravo. We have one Silo Bravo code piece. So let's hunt for Silo Bravo code pieces. All right. Drinking fountains may not be tainted here. Okay. Where can I find a drinking fountain? passing too many sinks and drinking fountains. Am I? Am I just really that dumb? Alright. Well, let's see if we can find another drinking fountain or sink. Here we go. It's a little dirty. And I'm gaining diseases, but at least I'm no longer parched. It's giving me dirty water, and I've contracted parasites. All right, let's go before we lose it. This is sending us way up here. Medical bay recordings. Okay, I'll listen to those holotapes when I get back after finding this nuclear silo keycard, or this nuke card. We need 8 of them in total, don't we? So I got to do this 7 times. At least they're tracking. They're tracking them for me. Makes it easier. Whoa. Suffering food loss from parasites. All right. There we go. Disease cure. How's that? Okay. Search for target code up there. Let me stop tracking this one because it's taking up a lot of space. You can skip the silo codes. They have them on Reddit. Yeah, but I'm crafting a lore video, right? And I can't make a video saying, "Oh, so you want the key cards? Here's how to do it. Go to Reddit." No, I have to show how to go about doing it. So we're gonna get all of the key codes the good old-fashioned way. And then continue on. I mean, I got plenty of time. I don't have to launch the nukes today. I don't have to invade the silos today. Let's go get all the key codes and the cards necessary, and then we'll see what our time is like. Dead ramen. Two dead ramen. Two dead ramen. Oh! Yeah, I should have expected that. Okay. Did I do it? I did. I did, and I got some caps from it, I think. No longer need my clown outfit. There we go. Don't think I'm gonna find that other Wendigo corpse, though. Oh, there it is. Is it? All right, I'll have to see it later. Okay, this way. This is going to be a very expensive quest. I'm going to have to do a lot of fast traveling, I think. I hear it. Easy breezy. Salo Bravo. Okay, 2 Bravo codes.
Ah, you've acquired your code piece. We mean sincerely that the officer is almost certainly now in a better place. If you require additional code pieces, please return to the White Spring, and we can aid you in finding the next. If this was your last, well, we look forward to seeing the fireworks.
Great. So how many do we need? 8 in total, I think. A full set of silo code pieces. Silo code piece D4 and H7 for Bravo. Well, the good news is that I've got my camp really close to White Spring. It's going to save me a bunch of money going back, but heading out is going to be the expensive bit. Micro Mouse says, your videos are amazing. I just want to say, please finish the Fallout New Vegas story videos. I need to know how the wildcard ending... Yes, I will be working on that soon. Please don't touch those. You only need the code and the launch key from the cargo bots. Well, I need to go get the launch key, but then I have to piece together the code from the items I'm getting off of each of these officers, right? Na says, but Oxhorn, remember you can only enter the silos on Sundays? I don't think that's true. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's true. All right, let's get the next one. Let's try the nuclear keycard escort. All right, and then let's go listen to the Med Bay and Science Bay holotapes, which we missed earlier. If we can navigate this sprawling place. Military wing, elevators, foyer. I think that's this way. That goes back to admissions. Science wing, medical bay. Here we go. Let's see if we can find our terminal. What dastardly deeds did they do? Surveillance recording entry 368.
White Spring automated recording 3.6.8.
Hey, have you got a second?
Please don't tell me you've run out of samples again. The procedure changes after batch 6 was used up should have fixed those issues.
What? No, we're fine. It's just, some of us have been talking. Are we really sure about all of this?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? We've seen a 70+ increase in effectiveness just over the last trial run.
No, that's not what I mean. The whole thing, all of it. Mutation serums in general. Is this really a good idea?
You know that's not our decision to make. We have orders.
I know we do. I understand that. I'm just saying, what's the end result here? We're potentially creating something that's, well, it's not really human anymore, is it?
That is a vast oversimplification of the process.
Look, I want to be wrong about this, okay? I want to just do the research and be able to sleep at night. But we're supposed to be saving humanity, not replacing it.
I understand your concerns. I assure you I will raise them with the Secretary. Just go back to work now, finish up the current run, and I'll let you know when something is decided.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Yes, I need to speak to someone about repurposing a member of my team. Yes, I'll hold.
Ooh. And he's getting repurposed. What else did we have down here? Meeting transcripts. Meeting transcript 1.3.2. Good morning, members. You all appear to be recovering well from the inoculations. These will be the first of many, I presume, so please don't push yourselves. Eckhart. There are fewer of us than I was hoping for, but that only means that every one of you is all the more precious to our success, from the most decorated virologists to the most dogged technicians. And all of you will be required, if we are to reach our goal, the complete eradication of communism and those that practice it. Now, business. Some of you have worked with me before this nightmare began, but let me reiterate, for those that haven't, nothing is off limits. All lines of inquiry are open and available to our research here. You will be tasked, but should you find a promising strain of X or an effective technique for Y, you are to bring it to me directly. If it helps us reach our goal, we will pursue it. Progress is the only measure of success. We cannot be slowed by the timidity of the past. Now I have given the initial research plans to the various laboratory leads. You should all meet, discuss, mingle. Motors will bring refreshments. Yes, Mr. Secretary, you're all going to be spending a lot of time together. Good to get the introductions out of the way now. Let's see if there's another one in this terminal. Yep.
White Spring, automated recording, 5.4.8.
So, you're telling me we're responsible for this thing? It's what, a mutated bird? Some kind of vulture or something?
Mr. Secretary, based on the physiology, we're assuming something originating from the Chiroptera order before undergoing changes. That's, sir. But it's not just a result of radiation, sir. This specimen was inadvertently exposed to our biochemical test last year.
Oh, no.
Considered a failure at the time.
How dangerous is it?
We're still establishing that, sir. Its mere presence seems to contaminate the immediate surroundings with a...
Can we make more?
Sir?
Can we reproduce this for the purpose of additional study?
With all due respect, sir, this potentially represents a grave threat to the personnel on site. And I'm not sure if this is...
I'm not asking for concerns. I want results. Whatever you have to do, keep this thing, study it, and report all your findings directly to me. Are we clear? And keep it off-site, where you found it, preferably. One of those old AMS mining complexes.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
And for now, let's not burden any of the officer corps with worrying about this. Understood.
So the Enclave was responsible for the Scorch Beasts. All right, we'll check out the the Science Bay ones later. But for right now, let's see if we can track down our quest here. We need to go to Harper's Ferry. Okay. And it's moving. Mr. Jonna Boy says, wow, so the Enclave created the Scorch Beasts. I guess that's what we have to conclude. It was an Enclave experiment gone bad. I mean, they even said that they were using the mining facility where we found that one Scorch Beast at the end of the Brotherhood of Steel quest. All right, here we are at Harper's Ferry. Looks like it's coming right towards us. cargo bot. Where did it go? Oh, it's way over here. It's moving so fast. It's crossed the river already. Oh my gosh. Holy cow! Oh! Is it going deeper in? It's circling back around. Aim for its engines, everyone says. Yeah, okay. I'll aim for the engines. ha.
Unauthorized access of secure transport container. Starting self-destruct countdown under dropkick protocol.
Whoops.
Detonation in 5 minutes unless valid cancellation code is used.
Okay, we got it, right? I've got a nuclear key card. Now I just need to finish putting together the code. To do that, I need to go back to White Spring and track another Bravo. Is it gonna explode? I kind of want to watch it explode. How long is it gonna take to explode? And man, I used a lot of my ammunition for that. All right, I don't want to wait for it to explode anymore. Ox level up? Yeah, you're right. Sure, let's see, what do we got? Ammo Smith? Sweet. 40% more rounds? I don't know if one of my agility points is worth it, though. Let's see, what did I have left? Scattershot, Adamantium Skeleton, and Aqua Boy. Am I done with Scattershot? Yeah, I am done with Scattershot. So I need Adamantium Skeleton and Aqua Boy. Do I have any of those? I don't. What could I get rid of? I like that one. We'll try that for now. And then Adamantium Skeleton, I think. Actually, I really don't need that. Or Aqua Boy, for that matter. I'll do that later. I don't want to think about it right now. You could just swap out when crafting. Yeah, I could do that. It's a pain, though. It's a pain in the butt. There are level 15 cargo bots that roam freely you can destroy. Are you saying that I got one of the more one of the more difficult ones? Ashton says, who are you gonna side with, Ox? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get there. David says you don't have to equip all the perk cards all the time. You can use them when you need them. Yeah, no, I'm well aware of that. Problem is, you know, then I have to pause and stop what I'm doing and swap a card. Re-equips shotguns. Did I remove my perk cards? I did, didn't I? Thank you. All right, let's listen to the med bay holotapes. And then I think that'll be all of the holotapes down here that we haven't listened to yet. Surveillance recording.
White Spring, automated recording. 6.2.1.
Modus, what's happened?
We're terribly sorry, Mr. President. We brought him here as quickly as we could. General Harper's last moments were, at least, peaceful.
What? You're finished? He's still warm. Shock him again.
Sir, I don't believe that's wise.
Do it!
No response.
Again!
Sir, the General is dead.
Damn it. Modus, the bunker's promotion system. Can you override it?
No, sir.
So we'll need a new general to get into the silos.
Yes, sir.
Burn the body. Have all the unassigned soldiers rallied at dawn.
Keeping these generals alive was a bit of a problem, wasn't it? I can't drink from that sink? Okay. And no other terminals? Okay, I think that's it for terminals. Unless I'm missing one. There are the communications terminals, though. And we can't get in the executive suite. But we got the cabinet room. That was new. Right, let's track something down. Bravo. Hide and seek and destroy. Ranger says, just remember the codes will expire in a few days. On a note, just started watching you recently. Amazing videos and great stream. Thanks. Yeah, you're right. They will expire in a few days, which means I kind of got to either do this today or Saturday. Saturday is my next broadcast. So if I don't get it done today, I at least have that. Is there any, are there any sinks in here? I can't use those sinks. Any terminals back here? Nope. All right, let's just continue. Okay, I don't even know what this is. What is that? Are those the uncanny caverns? No. Saying goodbye to all my money. But if successful, this will be code number 3, putting me well on my way to all 8. This is drink from the stream. I've got plenty of Radaway and Radax. Great. Let's cross the beaver dam gingerly. Uh-oh. I hear something. And there's a big rock wall in front of me. I should probably go around this end. Up, I hear it. Big Maw. Big Maw. Piece 04. Whoa. Whoa, cool. And there's an end of dungeon steamer trunk down there. But you know what? I know if I hop down there to explore, which I really want to do, it's going to start some quest, or I'm going to start shooting a new lore video. I better save this for later and stick with the task at hand. So, back to camp. Jason says at this rate you can probably get it all done the next hour. Maybe, although, I mean, I don't know how difficult it is to launch a nuke. You have to remember, I haven't done this before. Oh man, someone dropped a bunch of stuff they didn't need. I'll take it. Jennifer says, Oxy, you're my favorite YouTuber. Can I please be your superfan? Of course you can. You can be as much of a superfan as you want. Gemma says, scrap that junk. My new catchphrase instead of tap that ash. Scrap that junk. All right, where was I? I'm gonna go somewhere. There, this way. Then this way. Right. Yeah. Military bay. Science wing production. Medical bay. Oh man. Oh. Whoop, nope, don't want to run in here. I don't want to pain train a robot. That would be bad. Okay. I get so turned around. Military wing, that's right. Bravo. Where to now? Over here. I haven't even been over here yet.
Here in the armory, we stock the very best the American military had to offer. Gauss and plasma technology, fusion cores, the lot.
Okay, what's my closest? Camden Park. Really?
Welcome, General. Here in the
All right.
armory, we stock the very best the American military.
Honestly, the only thing really preying on my mind right now is ammunition. I think I've got decent power armor. I've got a high enough level. I should probably bring some purified water with me. But really, if I run out of ammunition, I'm done. Oh! That's a Charlie code piece. Wrong one. I wanted a Bravo. Ah, frustrating. Ah, Bravo. Okay, so we got to go to Beckley. All right. I think Beckley is one of the locations for one of the miscellaneous quests I'm on. But I'll have all the time in the world to go over miscellaneous quests and side quests lovingly and in excruciating detail after. Are you kidding me? What the heck? 2 Charlie codes. 2. All right. Maybe I should just follow this road and I'll get every code piece I need for Charlie by the time I'm done. I really hope I don't have to get too deep into Beckley, because then I'll discover it and I'll start getting dailies and events and all sorts of stuff that I want to save. I want to save that for when I do a lore video. So this is going to take me right through the town. If I want to avoid the town, I should take 83 and kind of go around it through this boggy area and then up through here. So maybe that's what I'll do. Find a way to skirt the perimeter of Buckley while discovering as few locations as possible so that I can save the discovery for my lore video. But I don't know how realistic that's going to be. Just don't get too close. And don't step on fire. Man, I love this though. What a wasteland. I need more Gauss rifle mods so I can upgrade this baby. I don't have any. I think I've got one for a night vision scope, which I purchased, and that's it. Need to upgrade the receiver. Ooh, that looks interesting. Okay, so that's the town. Let's swing around to the southern side and come from the south. Looks like I need to go pick up some of my fusion cores. I had 3 when I started this broadcast, and I've already blown through 2 of them. And then I have to decide what suit of power armor I want to bring with me to the silo, my excavator or my ultrasight. The ultrasight armor does have better protection. There. Okay, there's Beckley. What I want is just inside. Maybe I can lure it out so I don't discover Beckley. That's what I really want to avoid, but I don't think I can avoid it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in to get my guy. Yeah, I may go in with my excavator armor just because it's gonna let me walk away with more loot. Did someone drop a nuke on where you're walking right now? No, this is the way it looks in the game. Yeah, see? I already started a miscellaneous quest. That's what I want to avoid. I want to do that quest, but I want to do it in my own time, you know?
Who's ready to have their ass kicked? You strikers think you can beat me working? Good try!
I hear it.
This is going to hurt you a lot more than me.
Anyone see a blinking light? It's getting farther away. There it is. Hey, another treasure map. All right, and another fusion core. Okay, so they didn't change Robo Brains. I'm still getting a ton of fusion cores. I came into town with 1. I'm walking out with 4. Ian Barr says, hey, I just want to let you know that doing a silo is very, very hard, especially solo. Make sure you have lots of stim packs and lots of ammo. Oh, great. Oh, great. And I only have 1 shot at it, too, don't I? I only have 1 shot at it, because once I go inside, I'll have to farm all of this again. Maybe I should spend today getting everything I need, including ammunition, the weapons I need, stim packs, food, so that I'm ready to go. And then maybe I should dedicate Saturday to invading the silo solo. Because I want to see if I can do it by myself. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Okay, so how many does that have for me now? I'm at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Bravos and 3 Charlies. So I'm halfway there. All right. Well, we've got a lot more of this stream left to go. Let's go get more codes. Trotsky says only if you input the code incorrectly. Is that true? Hayden says it's easier by yourself. Really? Brian says no. I've got about 2 hours left of today's broadcast. I don't know if I can do it in 2 hours. That's the thing. I may just save it for Saturday, you know? This way I can get everything I need. I've got a live stream already scheduled for Saturday. Thomas says, I've been a fan of Fallout for a long time. I like your lore videos. They explain many things I never even knew. You're great at finding the little details. Also, how do you go through each quest ending? That takes time. Well, the way I do is I quick save. So at least in Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 3, I quick save before talking to each NPC. And then I just record myself talking to the guy, load the quick save, record myself going through a completely different dialogue option, load the quick save, and go and do it over and over and over again until I capture all of the audio. It's time consuming, but at least then I can paint a full story of what that character is trying to say. Aussie says, Ox finally gonna get the ultrasight armor. I already have the ultrasight armor. I have the full suit of ultrasight, and it's great. But the suit I got from the Brotherhood was slightly damaged, so I do need to... Okay, that's infuriating. To the server to catch up when I'm already walking through. It's really annoying. Okay, I always get lost here. I always get lost. Here we go. Then... military. And down here. Military. There we go. Multi-target energy weapons are good for the nuke silo solo. Like the Tesla rifle I just scrapped. Alright, bravo again. Oh wow, into the great unknown. Man, it's sending me far afield. So I gotta go to Riley Clay's bunker. That's the closest I've got. Spectre says, Ox, are you gonna get the jetpack? If I can, I'd love to have a jetpack. Andrew says, it can be done solo, but it depends on how experienced you are. I went to one with a small Enclave army and we still had to retreat, but I went back later with one guy and we finished it. Well, we'll see. Jamie says, love the videos. Thanks for the hard work. Thank you very much, Jamie. Also, it's the sort of thing where I believe enemies spawn.
Smash! Break! Kill!
Uh-oh. Enemies spawn based how...
What? Who's there?
Based on how many people are there.
Game is over!
Who's shouting at me?
Would you believe it? I've been looking
again
all over for you. Congratulations!
Hooray!
You are a winner of the Great Appalachian Sweepstakes. I have been authorized to deliver your prize winnings. The Great Appalachian Sweepstakes is not responsible for paying the required gift tax. Failure to do so may be reported to the IRS. Enjoy your prize!
Hooray! I got a pipe. This, I think, is one of my favorite zones in the entire game. I just love the way it looks and feels. The rain, the fog, just everything about it. I'm perfectly content to earn the jetpack mod on my own. I'd prefer to, actually. There are a lot of things in the game that I really just want to do on my own. Just because I enjoy, for me, part of the fun is just the experience of going through it, you know? Search target area for it's a bunch of low-level, low-level Mirelurks. Looks like I need to go on the other side of this factory. I don't want to discover it, because I'll want to do a lore video on it later. But I may have to, because I hear someone beeping already. My luck, he's already been killed. There he is. Got it. Oh, cool. He's got a jetpack. Very cool, my friend. All right. And that's the border of the world. Braxton's Quality Medical Supplies. I'll have to head that way sometime soon. But, back to White Spring. That gives us 6, right? One, two, three, 4, 5, 5. 6, 7, 8. So we need 3 more. Ozzy says, Ox, have you crafted a full set of prototype XO1 power armor? No, I just unlocked those crafting recipes today, during today's broadcast. But that might be something we want to do to see exactly what it's going to cost to craft the XO1 and to decide if we should take that with us. I know the XO1 is going to be superior to the Ultrasight for energy resistance, even though Ultrasight, I believe, is better for ballistic resistance. And if we're going to be going into a pre-war bunker filled with robots, we may need energy resistance. So maybe I should craft a suit of XO1. Well, let's take a look at a power armor workstation when we get here just to see what it's going to cost us. I mean, if it doesn't require anything rare, I may be able to build it now. But my bet it's going to be costing me a lot of aluminum. Mate, who you nuking? Man, I don't know. That's a great question. I guess I'll nuke one of the fissure sites. That's what I believe they expect of us. Maybe in the cranberry bog somewhere. All right, let's see. And I still have my clown costume on. Okay, let's see what it costs. Prototype power armor. And sure enough, aluminum. What am I missing here? Oh, it's black titanium, really? Well, thankfully, it's not nearly as much black titanium as the excavator set. And it looks like I may have everything I need to craft a full suit of XO1. Except for the black titanium. So I need 10 pieces of black titanium total. That's super easy to farm. Just go to one mine and I should get all of that. Let's see where I am. Torso needs nuclear material. Plenty of that. And screws. I think I have enough screws. Springs. 25 springs per leg. I've got plenty of springs. So yeah, I could craft the entire XO1 suit with a little bit of farming, which I could do today. And that would give me amazing energy resist. But then that would mean that I would lose out on my carrying capacity, my extra carrying capacity from the excavator set. See if we can modify the excavator set. Are there any great mods we can put on this sucker? Nope, and I don't know any mods for the excavator set. Willem says, Ox, you're such a clown. I know. I know it. That's only level 40 armor. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it is... Well, it's level 45 armor. I upgraded my entire excavator suit to level 45. Oh, are you talking about the... Oh, I see what you're saying. So this does go up to 50, and the components are much more. But not by much. I mean, I think I still have enough to... The black titanium only goes up by 1. So I'd need a suit of it. Black titanium to craft the entire suit. Jay says calibrated legs for plus 50 weight per leg. Yeah, that would make my Exo 1 suit much more viable. But I'd have to find the mods for that. Just get a new chassis, Ox. Yeah. I could do that. 60, 68, 68. How'd you get so many screws, Ox? Patience and deliberation, my friend. Patience and deliberation. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's double. That's double what I've got right now on this suit. I think that's what I need to do. But I'd have to find the extra carry capacity mods for the legs. Ox, you can buy Exo 1 mods right there in the bunker, can I? Sweet. Okay, let's continue. Let's focus. Let's go get the... Why are these guys glowing red every now and then? I saw that back at the Cranberry Bog, and I didn't understand that. Aaron says, say, tap that ash. You got it. I said it. Let's see if we can finish up with what we're on now, get all of the codes in preparation for Saturday. I think we'll save the bunker for Saturday, and then work on our power armor until then, just to make sure we're doing good. Bravo code. Do another smoke and drink video. Yeah, Scotch and Smoke Rings is tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. All right. Let's see, where does it want me to go today? Oh, up here. Well, thankfully, I have explored a lot up here. Heading to the Highland Marsh. We are just dumping all our caps into this. I hope we don't get something horrible like a server reset while I'm in the middle of exploring that bunker on Saturday. That would not be good. Check the vendor here, says Lewis. Yeah, that's a good idea. Ah! Oh, great. A Mirelurk Queen. And I have to head right towards it. Really? You're sending me towards a Mirelurk Queen? Did the Mirelurk Queen kill the guy? Oh, no. Whoa! What just happened? What just happened? What was that? Okay. That was strange. Well, let's see if we can find this guy. Getting quieter. There he is. Someone's killed him already. Ooh, we're getting there. A few more to go. What do I have left? 2 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do need 8, right? I remember hearing that, but I'm not sure exactly. Is that how many I need? 8? Six so far, Sinclair. I've got 6. 2 more to go. What's your Gauss rifle look like? Well, this is what it looks like. I don't have any mods for it, though. I take that back. I've got 1 mod, a night vision scope. I don't have it attached yet. But yeah, I haven't learned any mods for this sucker yet. I'm going to love your treasure map search. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing those videos. I figure once I collect all of the maps for a certain zone, I'll have a video dedicated to all of the treasure map of the Savage Divide and so on and so forth. And we can spend some time just exploring the entire area, trying to track down each treasure. That'll be a lot of fun. How come you're not rocking the T60? It's by far the cheapest power armor to repair, says Paul. You're probably right. The reason is that I needed the carrying capacity. And then I got my ultrasight suit, and my ultrasight suit is better than the T60, and I just didn't want to be holding all of these different suits of power armor in my inventory. So... okay, let's see if I can find a weapons workbench.
Everything for what ails you.
Let's get out of this clown outfit. I don't need it anymore. Put on my hazmat suit and then modify my Gauss rifle. Ooh, it's getting a half-life. I'll have to repair it before I go in, but I want to save resources. Let's modify the scope. I've got the medium night vision scope. Night vision, better magnification. Is that better than my long scope? Accuracy 92. Yeah, my accuracy goes down with that one. And my range is the same. Now, I guess I'll just keep the one I've got. Yeah, it's a very standard Gauss rifle. I could get the shielded barrel that increases my range at the cost of durability. I think I'm okay. I'll just keep it the way it is for now. Okay. 2 more to go. Let's get turned around. Let's see what they have for sale in terms of mods. Okay, so they don't have the mods I want. They've got the headlamp purple and the sensor array. But they don't have the mods that I would need for the legs to increase carrying capacity. Are all of these the same? Yeah. So I guess it's just luck of the draw. Check the shop every day and hope that we get the mods we want.
Error. No targets available at this time. Please
That's
try
fine.
again later.
Let's try Bravo code piece again. Drink, yeah, alright, I should probably drink, and before I drink, let's do a Radex. Oh, I've got 1 purified water, sweet. And the rest is dirty for now. Yeah, I should boil it, I just don't want to deal with it right now. Glowing meat steak, seems good. What's the index? Alright, where to now? Okay. North of the Wendigo Cave, right on the road. Let's fast travel to the sludge hole. And go north from there. Blacksail Nasora says, "Careful, Ox. That's a perfect spot for a Mirelurk den." I know it. Okay. Oh. Whoa, glowing rad toad. Let's just take the road north. Focus. Oh, man. Why did they put me down here? All right. North along the road. Until, oh, I got a ways to go. Let's run. Maybe I should just not, well, okay. If I craft the Exo-1 suit, then, well, first of all, I have to find a frame. I don't have an extra frame. So there's that. I'm sure I could find a frame pretty easily. There's usually a Raider frame that you can find at Pleasant Valley, so I could get a frame there. So frame, no big deal. But I got to find a frame, then I need to craft the armor. I need a little bit of black titanium for that. Shouldn't be hard. I can go to the Uranium Fever event, I believe, and kill a bunch of mole men that way. Should give me everything I need. But say I craft the entire suit of Exo-1, that's going to be really helpful for infiltrating the silos. But if I don't find the mods to increase carrying capacity, then if that's the suit I choose to take with me, I'm going to have to just not bring anything back. But then what if the quest, what if I complete a bunch of quests and they start throwing things in my inventory and... then I get killed because I'm encumbered. Bingo. Sweet. Painless. Back to camp. Bomber says, make sure you have Powersmith 2 for it to be cheaper. Yeah, I don't think I have those perk cards yet, though. Though I could purchase a card right now, equip it temporarily, and I could do that, yeah. Just go run Belching Betty Mine for Black Titanium. You can mine it there. And with the Excavator armor, you get double. That's true. Oh, I hate that. Someone came through and killed all the Mr. Handies. Oh no. And they're back again. Alright, inside we go. When are you going to do the quest of the Overseer? Probably after I finish the primary plot of the game. Awesome God says, how did you get so many caps? I didn't realize I had a lot of caps. But I have the caps I have by just not spending any. I don't buy anything. I craft all my ammo. I cook all my food. I really don't buy anything. Just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is number 8. Right next to Site Charlie. Oh my. But super close. Hey, Ox, Stimpak's plan is in the medical wing. Great. I should buy that. We've done it. At least I think we have. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've never tried punching these in before, so I'm not sure how Now that we have the code pieces, we assemble them. Do you just punch in the pieces and the computer automatically assembles them into the right code? Or do you have to sit there going through each piece of the code and trying to guess the right one? I'm not sure. Someone said Belching Betty. That's a good idea. But I don't remember where Belching Betty was. Still having a hard time wrapping my brain around the just hugeness of this entire world. It was close to down here, wasn't it? Belching Betty. Oh, that's Big Bend. No, it was close to Monaga. Or Monaga. Nope, that's not it either. Well, there is one place I know where we can get it, and that's at the Blackwater Mine. Southwest, says Trotsky. That's Big Bend. There it is, Belching Betty. You need a decoder ring to put it together. I think I got that, didn't I? Is that one of the key cards I got? All right. Well, let's see if we can get a little bit of black titanium, just so we can craft our Exo 1. What did we need? 12 pieces? Gilded says you have to decode the number. You need to go to the White Spring bunker that gives you a hint. Okay. I guess I don't understand. Now that I have the pieces, do I have to insert them somewhere at White Spring to get the code? Oh, here. I don't remember any mole miners here. Universe 19 says, what are your opinion, what is your thinking on the ends justify the means way of thinking? Also, do you think the Minutemen compare to the responders? I'm not fond of the ends justify the means because that kind of thinking assumes the ability to predict what the ends is. And that's something no human can do. A lot of people try and justify what they're doing, a horrible thing they're doing, by saying, well, the outcome is going to be worth it. But a lot of that kind of thinking demands the ability to predict the future, which none of us can do. Oftentimes, what we predict ends up not happening. Also, yes, sometimes the ends are not worth your soul or your culture's soul. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. In terms of responders and Minutemen, I think they're both wonderful factions. I think the Minutemen, before the Soul Survivor, got a bit too corrupt. You have to decipher the code with pen and paper out of the game. Use a substitution alphabet cipher. It's very complex. The code word is on the flipboard in the command room in the Enclave bunker. I see. Flipboard. in the Enclave bunker. Who told me to come here for black titanium? I'm not seeing any black titanium. Is it later on? Only scorched here? I'm in the wrong mine. Is that it? Okay. Wrong way. I see. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I must have misunderstood. We gonna see you launch this Spartan? Not tonight. I'm gonna save that for my Saturday stream. Krosky says, Auction, you'd be searching along the walls for veins. You're missing quite a few. Power armor in the concrete shack at the top of the mine? Really? I do need that frame if I'm going to be making an XO1 suit. Well, I'm not finding it, so I'm just going to go where I know to go. And, that's at the Uranium Fever event. Alright, the last few times I've been here, the mole miners just spawned right on top of me over and over again. Watch, I show up this time and there's not going to be any here. So the miner suit scrap had black titanium, but that's the only one. So, one. I may have to go inside. Power armor suit. Actually, I'll wait to craft it until, I'll wait to craft it until I get back to the Enclave bunker. Oh, great. Remember you looked at the level 40 power armor, not 50. No, I did take a look at the level 50 power armor. And just to verify, let's take a look again. Okay, prototype power armor. Level 50. I can make it. Level 50. I need 6 black titanium for the left arm. No black titanium for the legs. 6 black titanium for the right arm. No black titanium for the legs. No black titanium for the chest. So like I said, 12 pieces. Whoa, what was that? I've got 3. Need 9 more pieces. It's Red Rod. Hi, Red Rod.
Greetings. Detection error.
Last time I was here, I died 2 or 3 times, I think, because high-level players kept entering the mine, and each time they did, all of the mole miners respawned on top of Well, we having fun yet? Okay, why am I here again? Oh yeah. What? Man. I feel like I didn't get it all. What are you up to? Hey, thanks for the tip, Tangled. Guaranteed Deathclaw spawn locations, abandoned waste dump, and to the right of Harper's Ferry across the river, Deathclaw Island straight above the Point Pleasant, Thunder Mountain substation straight above Watoga. Good hunting, Ox. Thank you. All right, what am I at now? 6, halfway there. Could have sworn I killed more than that. My weapon's about to break. I already read that holotape. I know it's there, but I did it in a previous video. Railway rifle. I'm gonna take that so I can scrap it for the mods, even though now I'm encumbered. Bobblehead leader. When used, gain 5% more experience for 1 hour. Maybe I'll save that for Saturday. How's that sound? I heard one more, but that's where I came from. And that completes the loop. Don't tell me I cleared the entire thing and I didn't get enough black titanium. Guessing that may be it. Seven. Oh, I probably should have repaired my shotgun, huh? Watch, they all spawn on top of me while I'm doing this. Oh, miners, where are ya? I came here just for you. You're gonna disappoint me. Whoa! Don't fall through the world. Well, I mean, you're right. We could always go track down, or try to track down a death claw. Whoops. I don't think I want to go that way. Maybe there will be more outside. Willem says, hey, Ox, you should get all 3 ranks of Weapon Master so you can repair your weapons up to 200%. It's a great idea, though I've been told that those particular perk cards are broken. I don't know how true that is. Yay, they're back. Did he just spawn on top of the other guy? Bloody mess is ridiculous. Atrosky says there's Oxhorn, there's a public workshop east of Vault 76 that has a titanium vein you can set a collector on top of and farm the stuff. I think it's called a gorged junkyard. Thanks for the tip. Eight. 4 more. I hear you. I heard him. Are you hiding back here? Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Red Rod. Let's see if we can go find a Death Claw, maybe. Do I need to drink and heal? Yeah. Only have 2 stim packs left, so I think I'll wait on healing. There's usually one in the middle of White Springs somewhere. By the golf club. See, he's usually right around here. I mean, unless he's been killed already. It's possible. Or I could go to Deathclaw Island. Yeah, it looks like it's not here. Well, free fast travel to Vault 76, and from here we can go to Deathclaw Island. Hopefully we'll find more than one Deathclaw on Deathclaw Island. Event? What? Bunch of diseased wolves over there. Come on, I'm gonna get across. Jump! Like ships passing in the night. All right, Deathclaw Island. What have we here? Someone with a bunch of pre-war money. See if we can find a Deathclaw. Black titanium. Ha! Exactly what we need. Let's see, where does that put us? At 11. Did I count wrong? I think I counted wrong. All right, great. I need one more. Ah! Doggone it. Oh. You mean there's an entire island named after Deathclaws and we only find one Deathclaw? For an island called Deathclaw Island, you'd think there would be more Deathclaws. Maybe on the other side of the island. Nope. Remember, you had 2 in your stash box. Oh, that's right, William. Thank you. That's right. Okay, so let's go back to the Enclave bunker. And I want to go to that flip book to see if there's a way to decipher this code. How, says Paul Reed, it's called Deathclaw Island, singular, not Deathclaws Island, plural. Yeah, you're right. Good point. Taken. That always freaks me out when I hear that. All right, let's craft it on up. Come on, please. What are you doing? Why? Really? Is it not close enough? Oh, come on! Thank you. Okay, prototype power armor. Let's go to right arm, level 50. Left arm, level 50. Torso, level 50. Right leg, level 50. Left leg, level 50. Helmet, level 50. Oh, and it comes with a paint scheme. Black and yellow? Are those Enclave colors? Man, it's a handsome suit. It's looking good. Take it for a spin. Yeah, the reason it's making that noise, I think, is because the game is calculating what my carrying encumbrance is every time a component is removed to craft the item. And if I'm encumbered, then it makes that noise. Like every time I get encumbered, it's going to make that noise. I don't get this paint scheme. It's not an Enclave paint scheme. It's weird. A military paint scheme, maybe? Looks great. Oh man, I finally feel armored. It's so much better than my excavator suit. I love it. And I'm not encumbered. I'm carrying 2 other power armor frames on me, and I'm not encumbered. Okay, let's go to the command center and read that flip book. It's the prototype paint. Is that what that is? A prototype paint scheme? I don't mind it. It looks nice. Well, that's the military wing, and I need to go to command, right? Oh, here we go. Okay, flip book, flip book. Where do I find this flip book? Where do I find this flippin' flip book? Missile Silo Bravo. Launch code solution for Missile Silo Bravo has yet to be calculated. Okay. Any good XO1 mods? Still a headlamp and a sensor array. Archives, I've read those. What am I missing? I've got the code pieces. I've got the access card. Track down information about code encryption. Track down information on code encryption, and it's sending me outside to Mama Dolce's. I have to go to Mama Dolce's? That's right, I remember reading about that. Alright, well, Mama Dolce's it is. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and end the broadcast here. I know. Disappointing, I know. I know that we got this far, and I have to end the broadcast, but I have my show, Scotch and Smoke Rings, tonight, and I want to get some dinner in me and get prepared for that. So tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, we've got Scotch and Smoke Rings, where I'll answer questions, have a big Q&A, and then we're going to be playing some Wolfenstein. Then tomorrow, I've got a new lore video. Actually, tomorrow is an LA Noire video. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting. And then Saturday, we're going to pick up here, right where we leave off, and try to get into the bunker. Now, what I may do is on my own, go see the flip book, see if we can figure out the code so that we don't waste a whole bunch of time. Unless you really want me to take you with you on that journey. It is going to be an all-day stream after all. But yeah, Saturday's our day, because if the code's reset on Sunday or Monday, then this is our last opportunity. And I really don't want to have to go and track down all of those officers again. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this broadcast. We got a good a little more than 7 hours in.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent.
Looks like people are nuking White Springs
Please
again.
exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your
No, they're not.
cooperation.
They're nuking the Cranberry Bog. Anyway, thanks for coming. I'm going to see you guys later tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time for Scotch and Smoke Rings. Tomorrow for a lore video. Saturday for another live stream. And then Sunday for another lore video. Anyway, thanks a bunch for coming. And you guys have a fantastic rest of the evening if I don't see you later.